Hey guys, King Justin here, and in this tutorial I'm going to show you an easy way to make yourself some particle effects on arrows that you shoot from any bow. It does not have to be named. First off, you're going to want a super fast clock, which is not that hard to make. First of all, you need to just get a command block, set block, one block above it, redstone block 0, destroy. So basically what this is doing is setting the block above it to a redstone block with an data of 0, and then it's setting the block that was already there and it's destroying it, just like any player would. So it's destroying the block and then right away placing the block there again, which is how the clock works, because it's like the block is destroyed so the redstone loses its current signal, and then it gets placed again, and then it renews the signal, and so on and so forth. So then you do that. Then you're faced with this problem. All you have to do is game rule. Ooh dear. Game rule tile drops, and it's do tile drops. Bad. Do tile drops false, and game rule command block output false. Then it doesn't span the chat or the ground. So first I'm going to show you how to do it with all arrows in the world, and second I'm going to show you how to do it with a specific player that shoots the arrow. It's really quite easy for both, but I'm just going to show you both so that you can use it on your multiplayer server or even in your single player world. So what you're going to want to do first is get yourself a command block and then place it and type in execute at E type equals arrow. Oh dear. Arrow. Totally spelled that wrong. In the coordinates, and then particle. For this example, we're just going to do fireworks spark. Oops. Fireworks spark, the coordinates that you want the particles to spawn, and then the radius, the 3 radii you want them to spawn in, x coordinate, y coordinate, and then z coordinate. And then how fast you want them to move. We just want them to kind of like fall in sparkly fairy dust like manner from the arrow. So we'll just make them go really slow, and then 1 particle to spawn per time the command block is powered, which would be about 20 times per second because of the super fast clock I have running. And then force. You want force there so that if you don't have force there, you won't be able to see the particles when the arrow is far away. So as you can see, this arrow on the ground here is already doing it. If we launch them, it's all pretty and sparkly and stuff, and we could spice this up a bit. We could do 10 per time the arrow is shot, and then it just kind of in bursts like that, which kind of looks nice. We'll just do 5, and then we'll speed it up to the speed of 1 as well. And then, as you can see, the sparks are just flying everywhere. My game's lagging a little bit, so we'll try 0.1, and then it's still kind of sparkling. Oh, that looks really cool. You see that it's kind of just sparkling all over the place. It's like a falling star or something. We can do any particle works really. Flame, fiery arrows that don't actually do fire damage, which is kind of cool. Like that. And then, I mean, any particle really works. So yeah. Now I'm going to show you how to make it so that only when certain people shoot the arrows, the arrow that they shoot has a particle effect. So before you do this, you're going to want to have a scoreboard score, or you need to. So scoreboard, objectives, scoreboard objectives, add, and then you can name it whatever you want. I'm just going to name it particle, and then dummy. Add objective particle successfully. So now we can use that quite easily. So first off, we're going to set the display to the sidebar so we can see when I have the scoreboard score of it or not. So scoreboard objectives set display. How does this go? Slot objective. So sidebar and particle. And then scoreboard players set King Justin particle 2. I think 1 will work as well, but I just like to go higher or lower than I need to. So now we go execute at all players with a score of particle minimum of 1. So for all those players, we do entity data and then at e type equals arrow radius equals 2, and then we need to get the entity data for that, which I will grab in a second. Okay, I grabbed it, so all you have to do, it's pretty easy, custom name, and then in the brackets what you want to have the custom name as. So for all arrows, so executing at all players with a score of particle minimum of 1, we're changing all the arrows in a radius of 2 blocks to and to give them the name particle. So then we've done that. So this arrow that I'm shooting right now, that has a name of particle. That arrow's name is particle. So what we're going to want to do, building off of that, is execute at e type equals arrow, in case we have something else named particle, name equals particle, and then the 3 coordinates, and then particle which magic, or whatever particle you want, and the coordinates, and then the distance difference, the radii, speed, and the amount of particles, and then you're going to want to do force again. Done. Bam, look at that, which particle arrows. Aw, yeah, how cool is that? I don't know if some particles aren't affected by speed, so I guess which magic is one of them. So there you go, you got awesome particle effects. So whenever I shoot these, they have the particle effects, as you can see. So now if I go scoreboard, players, set Kingsustin particle to 0, those have the name of particles, so they're still emitting particles. But now when I shoot arrows, they don't have particles, see? How cool is that? Now you can make your own, your very own particle effect arrows on servers too, so that it's like a donator perk or something. It's awesome. And this is going to be used in the server Fatal Dungeons, and you'll be able to, sell it time, but you'll be able to get your own whatever particle you want on your arrows. So you can get some witch magic and stuff. And yeah. So thanks for watching. Subscribe for more awesome redstone tutorials and ideas. And like if this helped you in any way. And I'll see you later.